What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey, guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests to share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to speak of them or talk about them or in any way portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. It would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's hang out.
Let's hang out.
And let's talk about what lessons about.
Let's hang out.
And let's listen to two lesbians shout.
Let's hang out.
Let's hang out.
Welcome to Let's Hang Out. Chiming in from the West Coast, I'm Lee Holmes Foster.
And from the East Coast, I'm Ellie Brigida, and this is our 5th installment of Shoulda Been Gay.
Oh, it was fun, it was great, but it should have been a little more gay.
And today, we're going to be talking about the girls who for sure bat for our team, A League of Their Own.
They really do! It's just so obvious. A League of Their Own, for those of you who don't know, is a 1992 movie about two sisters who join the first female professional baseball league and struggle to help it succeed amidst their own growing rivalry.
Those two sisters, played by Gina Davis as Dottie and Lori Petty as Kit, just another quintessential sister pairing, right?
Yes. And Gina Davis is just perfection in this movie.
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous.
Oh, she's so beautiful. I mean, she's always beautiful, but...
She's gorgeous, she's talented, she's athletic, she's
everything.
She's everything.
The first few words of this synopsis. First female professional baseball league.
Yes.
That's all you need to say. If I said that to any lesbian, they'd be like, dude.
Gayest thing ever.
Gay. They're gay.
Yeah.
We all know.
And yet somehow not gay in the movie.
Somehow 0 lesbians.
Yeah.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not right. And I feel like the best way to go about this, because there's honestly, it's just obvious, is to just go through all of our main players, right? So we got some great characters on the team, which is called the Rockford Peaches.
Gay.
I'm sorry. We all know what a peach means. If you send a peach emoji to a lover.
Did they have emojis in 1943? Is that
I don't feel like they have.
Were they up on the slang?
No, but they clearly knew peaches was a very suggestive thing. I don't think I've ever sent a peach emoji to anyone. Just so everyone knows this. I'm not a peach emoji sender, but some people do that.
I'm just going to start sending Ellie a peach emoji every morning.
It make me so uncomfortable. Oh, God. We have Gina Davis as Dottie, Lori Petty as Kit. Let's just talk about Kit, because Gina Davis, I want her to be a lesbian, but I would say out of all of them, she's probably the straightest. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, I think that's fair. I think that's right.
Yeah. But
Kit's gay.
She makes you think, you know?
I mean, I'm sorry. The haircut, the attitude, the
pigtails, when she has her hair in those pigtails?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, no. Girl's got a lesbian attitude.
Of the two of them, I mean, you definitely have Dottie and then Dottie's gay sister.
But honestly, I like the secondary characters almost more than the two of them.
Because they're so good. It's such a deep roster in this film.
Oh, they're so good. Our first intro is to Marla.
Ugh, Marla.
Marla. And right, she's this homely girl. She's the freaking, that freaking guy says she's not pretty enough to play.
And her face, where she's like tearing up because she just might not get to play baseball because she's not like girly enough. And it just,
I know.
ugh.
It breaks your little
And
heart.
also, how is there such a thing as not girly enough to play baseball? Like that.
Come on, people.
Did we not just discuss gay?
Marla's a big old les, and she deserves love. That's all I want to say. We got to get to the meat of the thing.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Rosie O'Frickin-Donnell.
If you need any indication that you've made a gay movie, it's Rosie O'Donnell playing baseball.
And being named Doris.
and being named Doris. That is a gay movie pitch right there. That's all you need, actually.
Incredible.
Of all of the people in this movie that I think should obviously have been very clearly gay,
It's Doris.
Doris is gay. I mean,
Doris. Well, she actually she has this speech on the bus where she says, boys made her feel like some sort of weird girl or a strange girl. And she says it's because she played softball.
yeah.
But I feel like the underlying thing is weird, strange, lesbian, you know?
Yeah, and I think, any queer woman who watches the movie, I think immediately picks up on the dynamic between Doris and May, in terms of that sort of... It's a friendship that's a little bit more, it's a little more on one side than on the other.
Yeah, the friendship, the lines are blurred, and May is played by none other than Madonna.
Who's fantastic in this.
So good in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, from the first second you see them together, you're like, they're together. They're dating.
Or if they're not dating, Doris is just going to spend her entire life pining after May. Pining after her best friend, wanting something that maybe isn't there, but that she desperately wishes was there. I mean, that is it,
For sure.
That is a Boston marriage if I've ever seen one.
Oh, is that
Come
what they call it?
on.
What is a Boston marriage?
Boston marriage is like back in like the 20s when women like never really got married to a man and they'd live together with their friend for life, and that's what they would call it. It was called a Boston marriage.
That's so interesting that I've never heard that, and I'm from Boston. And is it called a Boston marriage because there were so many of them in Boston? Because that probably is it.
It's probably true. I don't know why it's called that, but it's like a historical thing.
So interesting. I like it. Yeah, I think you're right. Doris and May are in a Boston marriage. Also, oh God, like Rosie just, she wants Madonna. And that's because, well, it's Madonna. But
who also looks amazing in this. I mean,
Madonna also has this key line that I love. And Doris's reaction to the line is so gay.
Yeah.
She goes, what if at a key moment in the game, my uniform burst open and oops, my bosoms come flying out? What?
What if?
What if, though? Really? And Rosie O'Donnell's face is like, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah. And every lesbian watching the movie's face is like, I wouldn't hate it either.
Exactly. And then I think she also says, like, there's like no guys here who haven't seen them. But translation, Rosie, you're jealous.
A little bit.
Yeah. But it's okay. Doris and May are endgame.
We need a name, like a ship name for them. Do they have a name? We should get them one. Morris.
Morris.
No, nothing. None of this is good.
It's sort of like Morris.
I take it back.
I want it to also be Radonna. Because it's like Rosie and Madonna more than it's Doris and May, you know?
Okay, wait, what are their... Because are their last names... So in the notes, we have Doris Murphy
and Mortabito. Like,
and
what?
Mortabito. Here's what I dubbed their ship. I dubbed their ship Mortaburfy because A, it's ridiculous sounding, but also if you like kind of say it fast enough, it sounds like Lord of Mercy, that is a gay couple.
I love
Mortaburfy.
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 Yeah, Mortaburfy.
Right? Hashtag Mortaburfy. It's gonna happen, you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's like the majority of the characters that we care about.
Everyone else, you know. There's an entire baseball roster, but who cares?
I'm
no,
sure
there are a lot
gay,
of other people.
But it's just ridiculous. An entire baseball team and not one lesbian, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, that's not real life at all.
It's not real life. It's also really not real life.
Yeah, because at least one, but one that we know of the real life members of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball Team was for sure an out lesbian. JoJo D'Angelo, baby.
Was for sure a lesbian who I think came out later, or did she ever actually officially come out?
I think she came out later. She was not out when she was in the league.
Yes.
Yes.
But Josephine D'Angelo, who was, I think, probably one of the people that the movie was kind of based on.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, was definitely gay. I mean, the thing about A League of Their Own is I understand from the perspective of it was the 1940s. Being gay was, you know, a different thing. I think we're not going to get the, you know, here's a team of out and proud lesbians out, like, diking it up on the field. I mean, like, no, you're not going to make that movie. And I think we all understand that, but I think also the idea that this was an entirely straight sport is probably not accurate. And you know what? Give me that 1940s illicit lesbian love affair
on the bus.
Like something, you know, like at a rest stop. I don't even care. Like, give us something that, you know, one of them is hiding or is struggling. Like, even though we get tired of those movies and,
but
you know, I mean,
that's a real story, though.
But that's the story. That's, I think, what the story, at least one of the stories in the movie should have been, you know? We're getting other things about the context of that time. You know, you have Betty's husband dying in the war. You have the things that were happening simultaneous to, you know, the actual playing of baseball. We know that there was more going on. One of those things going on has to have been some of these women being lesbians, and I bet dating each other. I mean, you cannot convince me.
Yeah, you cannot not date each other. When, like, the amount of time those women spent with each other, like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do you like true crime? Me too. And I know what you're thinking. There's so many true crime pods out there, you've already heard all the stories. Well, what if I were to tell you you're wrong? I'm Leroy Luna, the host of Excuse Me, That's Illegal, the podcast that takes a hardcore look at softcore crime. I've got a back catalog of hundreds of bizarre and hilarious stories just waiting to be heard by you. So come join me. Excuse Me, That's Illegal is available anywhere you get your favorite podcasts, with new episodes dropping on the 10th, 20th, and 30th every month, baby!
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.
There's a lot going on right now. Mounting economic inequality, threats to democracy, environmental disaster, the sour stench of chaos in the air. I'm Brooke Gladstone, host of WNYC's On the Media. Want to understand the reasons and the meanings of the narratives that led us here, and maybe how to head them off at the pass? That's On the Media's specialty. Take a listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Just keep it simple.
I'm making the promo.
Just keep it simple. Just say, hey, we're the Brav Bros. Two guys that talk about Bravo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're the Brav Bros.
No.
Oh.
Dude, Stop with the voice. Just keep it simple.
I've seen promos on TV, dude. This is how you get the fans engaged. This is how you get listeners. We're trying to get listeners here. If we just say, oh, we're two dudes that talk about Bravo, people are going to get tired of it already. We need some oomph.
All right, then fine. Let's try to do it with your voice.
Brav Bros.
Good job.
Yeah. There is no way that there were not multiple, like, secret, kind of, what's what I'm thinking of? On the down low, lesbians on these teams, and that they did not date each other. I want that movie.
Honestly, let's make it. We're doing it.
We have a pitch for whoever wants to take it. Our pitch is, please make that movie.
Please, please, please. Well, yeah. And I mean, even like real life, JoJo D'Angelo she was kicked out of the league.
Yes.
It was a different time. And there was this idea of these women need to be the most feminine, the most straight, the most like, object of a male desire, who are also playing baseball. And so they didn't even allow them to cut their hair short. She got a butch haircut and got kicked out of the league for looking like a lesbian.
Which is why I think it just makes me even more sad for Marla.
I know.
Right? Because it's so true. I mean, when you think about it, Dottie was who they wanted. Dottie had the perfect hair, the perfect face, the perfect manners. She was that all-American girl that they wanted, Like, that's literally what the league was called. I mean, it was that. And so then you had all the Marlas out there who just, couldn't quite meet that standard, and it just even just thinking about it, she just makes me sad all over again.
I know. I love Marla. Marla, you're the best.
You are the best. We love you, Marla. You listen to us, girl. Mm-hmm. You do whatever you want. You play baseball. You chase your dreams.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. We love you, Marla. Don't you worry.
But to get back to the point of this episode and of life, A League of Their Own so clearly should have been gay.
It definitely should have been gay. Real life was gay. I am sure real life was even more gay than we know about. And yeah, I wish the movie had been a little gay, or in the land of remakes that we currently live in, man, sign me up for A League of Their Own, the gay version.
Yes.
Yes.
So, on this episode of Should Have Been Gay, we have a special treat. We held a drawing for all of our Patreon supporters to have someone come on and answer a special Should Have Been Gay edition of Q and Gay.
So we would like to welcome to the show Kayla. And Kayla, go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners and tell us the number one reason that you think A League of Their Own should have been gay as well.
Well, hi, everyone. I'm Kayla, and I'm really excited to be here, just to say that.
We're excited to have you.
And I think the number one reason League of Their Own should have been gay is because it's a softball movie with women. And having played softball and being a gay woman, that's pretty much the predominant force in softball is gay women.
Agreed.
And also just in general, the relationships between, it's almost like they each have a pairing. Obviously there's a sister pairing, which is not what I'm referring to, but the Doris and May, they were totally in love with one another. They were totally a couple. I refuse to believe anything else. So those are the reasons for me.
Girl, you are preaching. I agree.
100%.
Madonna just, oof.
Okay, are we ready to take it away with our special Should Have Been Gay Q and Gay?
Yes, Q and Gay, baby.
Q and Gay.
Let's do it. So I'm going to start us off with question number 1, Kayla. Did you ever play baseball or softball?
Busted. Yes, I totally did. I played, it was considered fastball, but it was underhand, so it wasn't really, real baseball. The ball was bigger, but yes, I did for, I'd say at least 6 or 7 years.
Excellent.
Nice.
All girls, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
I played first base, so.
Me too. Yes, I was a first baseman. Yeah.
Yeah, really long legs.
I don't have that. I was never afraid to get the ball right in the face, which is oddly weird.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
All right, we're going to go on to question 2. In the movie, A League of Their Own, who was the best team? There are 4 options. Rockford Peaches, Racine Bells, Kenosha Comets, South Bend Blue Sox.
I think based off the winning team, Racine was technically, but for me, it was Rockford Peaches. There was so much team spirit despite Tom Hanks's horrible coaching style. Rockford Peaches, they just had my heart, even though they didn't technically win.
For sure.
Peaches and pink.
Yeah.
What is the best position? And we might have given this away already.
Oh, sorry.
Out of the following: pitcher, catcher, first base, or shortstop?
First base.
Yeah, apparently 2 first basemen over here.
Hey, killing it on first base.
Yes. All right.
I've never met an unattractive first baseman, so we're doing well.
Honestly, you're right.
We're all gorgeous.
Oh, stop. I'm blushing. All right. All right. We're going to go to question number 4. Did Dottie drop the ball? Yes or no?
It's controversial.
It is, because as a younger sibling, I want to say no, it was just, Kit was just better in the end. But I feel like, yes, Dottie dropped the ball.
Do you? Ooh. Fighting words.
I don't know. Like, there was so much love in that whole scene. I feel like she did drop the ball because her track record as a player, she was fantastic. She could catch it with her hand, and then she dropped the most important catch. And just, I think she may not have like totally done it, but there was definitely some hesitation that caused her to drop it for her sister, I think.
There you go. I think that's the one I'm most interested in seeing what people think.
I feel like I just started a war.
You might have. Question number 5. Who was the gayest member of the team? Kit, Doris, Marla, or Dottie?
Come on.
Doris is my answer to that. For sure. Rosie O'Donnell just is the best, but also Doris was super, super gay. She was super gay.
But you could make an argument for any of them, so we're going to see. We're going to see how it turns out.
That's my personal choice.
No, Doris. All right. So gay. All right. Number 6. The ultimate question. Is there crying in baseball? Yes or no?
Yes, there's crying in baseball.
All right.
There's
Emotions
crying
are
in
healthy.
every sport. Yes, their emotions are high. If you don't win that championship, the tears are real. The sadness is real. Yes, definitely there's crying in baseball.
So you cried at a softball game for sure, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
or after a softball game.
It was just allergies. It was not crying. No, definitely cried at games from frustration and just being so into the game. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm an anger crier. If I get so into something, I start getting those teardrops of anger come out. So
it's okay. We have
but
a lot of
no
feelings.
anger crying today.
Not only happy
Today
crying.
is a happy day because we are so glad that you were able to come on, Kayla. This was so much fun to have you here.
I wish we could have her on for longer. That was so fun.
Maybe we'll do another one. We'll do another one sometime.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for being on, Kayla.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. And whenever you want me back, I'm back.
Okay, deal.
Just a reminder, you can find us at Les Hangout Pod on all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
You can also email us at leshangoutpod@gmail.com, especially if you have stories of your secret softball girlfriends. We want to hear about them.
Or your not so secret softball girlfriends. All the softball
Also
girlfriends. And if you're enjoying the podcast, you can support us at patreon.com/leshangout and get access to fun perks like being on the podcast, like our friend Kayla. Who was so fun. We have a very exciting episode coming out next week featuring the ladies from Dapper Tomboy, and we want you to be involved. So you can post your most dapper pictures on Instagram and use the hashtag Dapper Hangout. And we're going to pick our favorite pictures to feature on our Instagram account the whole week that episode is released.
Remember that you can pick up our merch now at our TeePublic store. To get there, you could go to bit.ly/lesshop.
Ugh, what an incredible bit.ly. Thank you, Lee, for making that
anytime
beautiful link. And with that, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lee. And let's hang out again soon.
Let's hang out.
Hi, I'm Laura Cathcart Robbins, and I am the host and creator of the podcast Only One in the Room. Every week, my co-host Scott Slaughter and I invite you to join us and lose yourself in someone's incredible Only One story. We talk to real people dealing with issues like infertility, the death of a loved one, human trafficking, and women who, fake it. Oh, and we want to be fair, so we talk to celebrities too. Emmy winners like actor John Cryer, supermodels like Amber Valletta, and rock stars like Ryan Dusick. Everyone is invited to share their Only One story with our listeners. With 21 seasons and counting, we guarantee you that Only One in the Room has a story that you'll connect with. This podcast is for anyone who has ever felt alone in a room full of people, which is to say that this podcast is for everyone. Download Only One in the Room on Apple or Spotify today.